natural position. And, you know, some of the stuff that Taryn just talked about is that you don't want to run him out there every single day. Edmundo hasn't played every day since the minor leagues. And there is something to that. He could play every day, but there is something to getting used to playing again every single day.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're going to spell him, but I'm sure this is why Bryson Stott hasn't been immediately moved over to shortstop, because Bryson hasn't played shortstop since, since 2 years.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the Giants lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. Austin Slater will lead things off, then Thairo Estrada. Lee in center field bats third. He was leading off last night. Wilmer Flores came in late last night. And they'll face Ranger Suarez. Suarez 5-0, 1.32 ERA. And he not used to pitching in this kind of weather on a consistent basis. I think when we all got back home on Thursday morning, and then saw what it was like Thursday all day in the 80s, it touched 90, we're thinking, all right, spring is here and we're stepping into summer. Well, that's not the case here today.
I looked at the Philly weather before I packed to come up here.
How did it go?
It was 89.
Yes, it was.
That day, but also it was 51 the next day with a high of mid-60s. 3 straight days, and we're in one of those days right now. You just got to bite the bullet as a player, just ignore the rain. And like I said, on the monitor, you can see it coming down. From up here, we can't see it as much as they can on the field.
First pitch of today's ball game is presented by Bryant. Whatever it takes, as Ranger Suarez will go to work. He's allowed 1 run in his last 4 starts. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. We're underway about an hour and 15 minutes late, maybe an hour and 10 minutes late. Slater hitting 100. He's 3 for 30, and he's 1 for his last 15. He did not play in last night's game.
They must know that the rain's going to stop eventually, or else they wouldn't have run Ranger out there. That's the last thing you want, is to have him pitch an inning or two, and then game gets delayed.
You know, I do think they expect it is going to subside, but we've seen stranger things in this area. A little low, 2-1. Adam Hammery is the home plate umpire.
The Hammer.
The Hammer. What if they call him the Hammer? What is his nickname?
They would have to.
We'll ask Danny O'Rourke about that. DJ Rayburn's the crew chief. He's at second. Well, that pitch just missed down and away. 3-1.
Yeah, it's going to play havoc with the pitchers, even though in my opinion I think it's tougher to hit on a night like this, but the grip on the ball has got to be affected.
That one's right down the chute on the outer edge, actually. It's 3-2, a little sinker.
Not only that, the foot, the feet and the dirt and all that, you don't quite get the grip at the ground that you would normally would.
Slater in the lineup tonight because he's a .278 career hitter against left-handed pitching. And that just missed inside. Ball 4. It's only the 6th walk issued by Ranger this year. And it brings Thairo Estrada to the plate, who was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs in last night's game. Now let's see if he can get a ground ball here. Rangers got the 2nd highest ground ball rate in Major League Baseball. In fact, both these guys are ground ball pitchers. Inside, 1-0.
Ranger gets that with that late movement on that changeup and that sinker, which in order to execute, you normally, as a hitter, you have to go the other way and up the middle with it. You swing at it trying to pull it. That's where the double play ball comes from.
He'd love to roll one here. Bohm, Sosa, Stott, Harper, the infielders for the Phillies. Fouled away, and it's 1-2. Estrada is 2 for 27 against left-handed pitching. And by the way, this crowd is very vocal early.
He had a lot of time to think about it, Tom.
Tell you what, look at this stadium from up here, and you wouldn't know that it's 60 or lower and misty. What a great crowd!
We would pray for 60 tonight, Michael.
Toss over to first.
Only in Philly right now could you get a crowd like this on a night like this.
Very true. They've been drawing unbelievably well. Over 40,000 last night for the Phillies' victory over the Giants. And a strike 3 called on the inside part of the plate. Well, Rangers are ready to roll. Who didn't watch that growing up, huh? One away.
He's been pounding that fastball. Here you see it right here on the inside corner, off the plate inside, and finally got one to run right back over the inside corner.
I don't think he liked the call by the hammer. But is Ranger the only lefty we've seen that does what like Aaron Nola, Wheeler, Greg Maddux did it, where he starts it at the lefty's hip and bring. Ranger does that to righties.
You got to love it too.
Absolutely.
Grounded off the foot.
That's another thing that doesn't feel good on a night like this.
Jung-Hoo Lee batted leadoff for Bob Melvin last night. Melvin over 1,500 wins in his big league managerial career. Former catcher. Not many guys get that many stops.
No, he didn't last long. San Diego was like a refuel. Was he there a year?
Strike 3 call. It's number 2.
Sometimes you get up there and you don't want to swing once you pounded one off your toe. There we go.
Great movement on that pitch, huh?
Yeah, he was tricked.
Lefties are hitting 143 against him as Flores takes a breaking ball for a strike. The veteran Wilmer Flores 5 for 10 with a couple doubles against Ranger.
So he jumps up in the cleanup spot, and Jorge Soler goes down to the 6th spot.
That ball's lined out to left field. Marsh is on the run. It's going to die in his glove. He makes a leaping grab.
Yeah.
And the inning is over. Put a little mark next to that one. Brandon Marsh tracking it down through the raindrops. No runs, no hits, and one man left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Giants nothing. The Phillies coming up. Sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. Schwarber, Realmuto, and Harper. I think the key there is that who's going to bat second. Right now it's going to be JT. We'll see how much that changes as time goes on. You would think it's going to be a right-hander, though. Kyle Schwarber takes a pitch just off the plate. Did he say he swung at that?
He did, Tom.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, he missed some calls last night. I don't know if he missed this one, though.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
I would say interesting bad, but Kyle didn't really say much, so maybe he did go.
Maybe he's feeling good about this at bat and he ain't worried about it.
1-1 is Keaton Winn making his 7th start, 3-3 with a 3.18 ERA. In the dirt, 2-1.
That's the pitch right there that he's going to throw to lefties a lot. That split finger. It's been why lefties are hitting so poorly against him.
Yeah, just 111 against him.
Reverse splits.
StatCast powered by Google Cloud with the raindrops falling. You see the splitter 42% of the time.
Yeah, four-seamer, sinker. I mean, everything's down.
Pop foul and out of play, 3-2. I think Kyle may have said the same thing you just said, Michael.
Looking at the lineup, JT in the 2-hole. Look down at it, and it's right, left, all the way down.
Yeah, it does, he does try to do that. Rob does with his lineup as much as he can. Inside, ball 4. He did not go that time.
Like the Giants start.
JT's probably the only. You tell me if I'm crazy with this. The only hitter in baseball that ends up hitting in the top part of the batting order.
Catcher.
I mean, yeah, catcher. Yeah. Got to change that equipment real fast and bring it back because he's an important hitter in our lineup. Most catchers are 7, 8, 9 kind of hitters.
0 for 3 with a walk last night and a strikeout. That one gets away from Murphy.
They've struggled with that part of the game, haven't they, this series?
It does seem that way. Well, last night.
I wasn't that bad of a pitch, actually.
It's got to
I'm
be
going to call that
ball.
a pass ball, Tom.
I'm going to go with you, John.
Thank you.
We got a thumbs up from Larry. It is pass ball.
That way, Larry. Way to get on top of things.
Hey, Larry.
Carl would have had that a lot sooner.
1-1 at the knees. 95 on that pitch. 9 hits, 2 home runs on the road trip for JT. Locked in at 99 career home runs for the Phillies. Bounces it foul. He's hit safely in 8 of his last 10, which has brought his average up to where it sits now.
And this might be a good spot for JT because, you know, we always talk about his power the other way, and maybe hitting second now, Schwarber on second, he might force him to want to try to hit that way. Ponchos are out in full force today.
Sure are.
I got on the elevator with 3 people that already had theirs on at like 4 o'clock.
They must have been scouts.
Well, no, they said if they try to put out during the game when it's windy, they can't get them on.
Outside, 3-2.
Well, Wynn's making it pretty easy right now to pick out a ball from a strike. He's missing home plate by 2 feet.
Three balls and 2 strikes. Popped up out of play. Garrett thought about catching it, but decided to let it just bounce.
Cody Clemens just, he can't miss, Tom. It was Cody who caught that ball.
That's right. FanDuel live lines for today's ball game. Over under 7.5. Schwarber leads off second. Out of play.
You know, it's nice to know that most of the time now, the rest of the year, if everybody stays healthy, we will be favorites in every game when Ranger pitches.
Does seem that way.
It's nice to be a favorite when your so-called third starter gets it. You know, is that good?
Well, he's certainly pitching his way into the conversation of being one of the better left-handers in all of Major League Baseball.
That's why we're in first place.
Outside ball 4. That'll put 2 on. Back-to-back walks. And it'll bring Bryce up.
I would have had long sleeves, maybe double long sleeves on in this weather back when I played. These guys with their bare arms hanging out, the pitchers, both pitchers.
I always thought that they should have a rule that if it's cold enough that the pitcher has to blow in his hand, he should have to wear sleeves. If he's not wearing sleeves, he can't blow in his hand. But obviously he doesn't think it's cold.
Healthy cut.
Harper hitting .231 with 6 home runs and 18 runs batted in.
And yet he has not been hot.
No.
At any point that I can remember so far this year.
He's walked in 6 straight games.
And you know what? That's so important for him to sort of, what I want to say, kind of allow Alec Boehm to do his thing. He's not, you know, going out of the strike zone much. He's taking his walks. His on-base percentage is up. And I think that's a big reason Alec Boehm has been so hot for the last month.
Seems like every time Alec comes up, there's people on base,
right,
too.
Absolutely.
And the great thing is he's delivered for him.
See 31 RBIs for Alec as he's ready to hit. The count is 2-1 to Harper with runners on first and second here in the first. And a looper out to left field. That'll be in for a base hit. Schwarber's going to be held. Probably because there's nobody out.
That's true. And Alec Boehm coming up.
Well, the bases are loaded.
I think Fitzgerald out in left field was going to third base with this regardless.
Yeah, The play at the plate would have been close, but with nobody out, you can't go wrong by holding him with maybe the best hitter in the National League coming up right now.
Yeah,
and Paco had a nice little chuckle.
Alec Bohm hitting .358, 4 home runs, 31 runs batted in. He's got a 16-game hitting streak, and during that streak, he has 30 hits, 10 doubles, 21 RBIs. 30 hits during the 16-game hitting streak.
Yeah, it's been amazing to watch.
The first pitch to him, it hit him. And
that's an RBI.
That hit him, the catcher, and I think the umpire. It was a magic baseball. And Schwarber crosses the plate.
I mean, you want to hit. You want to hit a double. You know, you want to hit a line drive somewhere. But I'll tell you what, I'd take one, especially with an arm pad on. Here we go. Hits him right on the arm pad. It's the catcher in the ear.
Did get them all.
Got them all. And Brian Price heading out to the mound.
Yeah, I tell you.
It's an RBI, John.
It's an RBI, and you know, this guy's all over the place.
He is.
But you said it, Tom. How many walks so far?
Well, this is now 12 walks and a hit batter for Wynn in 34 innings.
That's too many.
Yep.
But give the Phillies credit for allowing him to walk you.
Phillies batters have been hit by the fewest pitches this year coming into today.
He can dance, man.
Pache?
Oh, yeah.
Xfinity Mobile customers now get exclusive access to Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig on the go. Stay connected to the Phils with Xfinity Mobile.
This is where you got to bury him. Bury him early. Big hit right here by Marsh, Castellanos, Stott, one or the other. But you can't walk out of here with one run.
And Marsh takes a strike on the inner half at 95. He was 1 for 4 last night. Phillies have scored at least 1 run in the first 2 innings in 15 of the last 16 games. And although they're not done yet, they've outscored the opposition 33-9 in the first 2 innings. That's during that stretch. 0-2. 1-2. Trey and Merrifield on the bench. Trey said he'll stay with the team, as Taryn reported.
Yeah, he's going to be miserable for a while.
Line drive, base hit it to right field. Real Muto scores. They'll hold Harper. RBI for Marsh. 2-0 Phils.
Little station to station action.
And still nobody out.
Right, 1 base at a time. Great hitting. 2-strike hitting. Good 2-strike hitting, man. I'm telling you. There's an art to that. You got to be willing to give up the long ball, just make contact.
Tell you what, he's been really good, Marsh, this year for the Phillies. It's another nice, like you said, Michael, just a nice, easy swing. There was no overswing to that. I'm going to put this ball in play.
Well, two runs here in the first for the Phillies against Wynn, who in his last 3 starts has gone 6 innings 3 straight times and has allowed 1 earned run 3 straight times.
Not today.
Not today. 2-0.
Good opportunity here for Nick. Bust out.
Yeah, but here's where he can't help him. I mean, this, you know, he threw strikes to Marsh, but obviously he's more comfortable throwing to lefties and righties, you would think. That's where Nick's got to make sure it's a perfect pitch.
Fouls it, and it's 2-1. Bullpen action already for the Giants. Mitch White is warming up.
It's a manager's nightmare, isn't it?
This early in the game.
Bases loaded, no outs, 2 runs in already. What job?
Whoa.
Nick lost his bat.
Chipped it somehow. Was that the whole bat that went? I guess it was the whole bat. I thought it was a piece of the bat.
Have you ever done that?
No.
I did once. It was the weirdest feeling in the world because I wasn't used to it.
Well, Nick must have a light grip on it, which is a good thing, but you got to clamp down, don't you, at impact? Naturally.
Not if that baby's slippery.
And it could be slippery.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Rain has picked up a little bit. 2-2.
That has to be a weird feeling too. The next swing, like, is this going to slip out of my hand again, or am I going to hit it? What's the deal?
Runners lead off. Pulled to third, gobbled up by Chapman to second for one. Over to first. Flores is on the bag. A run scores. It's 3-0 Phillies. Phillies will look at it. Five, 4-3 on the double play. Wow, look at the way that ball was going.
I don't know if his foot was on the base or not.
Oh, they're not looking at it.
No, they're not. Yeah,
his foot's off the bag.
Yeah, his foot's off.
Huh?
So no RBI. There are 2 outs. It's 3-0 Phillies. That's Stott with a hefty swing and a foul. It's 0-1.
Well, that's funny. Wouldn't they pick that up in the dugout then?
Unless they thought it was just too close, you know, at this juncture of the game.
Surprised Chapman didn't go to home.
And you know, back to that double play. You know, in the old days, probably wouldn't complete that double play. As easy as good a jump that Marsh had from first to second, he'd have taken out that second baseman. Oh,
there would have been a blow up, huh?
Well, you know, back then you could slide and roll over on them, you know, and get into their body before they made that throw. Or also the guy would have got the heck out of the knowing that he was going to get taken out, you know.
Oh man.
Rounded foul.
Like Trey just said, yeah, it looked like he was off. Which asking what he threw. There's a lot of stuff going on you got to answer to, Tom, once you get off the bases.
It's only the first inning. These are great RBIs to pick up right here. 2 outs, man on third.
There's that man on third. It's Alec Bohm. One and 2. Ground ball toward the right side. Estrada can't get it. It's off his glove in the shallow right field.
All righty, there it is.
I would think that's going to be a hit for Stott. It's 4-0. It is a hit and an RBI.
See, that's a big at bat right there. You know, you think the Giants are going to get out of it with not too much damage. Well, damage is 4 runs, but
yeah.
Instead of 3, it's 4. I believe my counting is correct.
Your counting's correct. Yep. And now Edmundo, the number 8 batter, and he takes the pitch on the inner half at the knees. 0-1.
Welcome to Phillies baseball. Get on base, score runs, and try to annihilate them early. Tell you what, Michael, this man, he will swing at a fastball now. Now, he might get something here that ain't fast.
Yeah.
But you throw him
he's a good looking hitter.
Yeah,
There's no question about it. Got great plate presence. Just another, you know, he has some really healthy cuts. It's the same kind of discussion we always have, John. You know, if you just tone it down just a little bit and stay on balance, that ball will still go 400 feet.
Like that bat out towards center, taken on a hop by Estrada. No play at second base. It'll be a hit for Sosa. And the Phillies have batted around here in the first inning.
Ain't done yet.
Nope.
That might be the most painful hit Edmundo's ever had.
A little fracture in that bat, I think, by the sound of it.
Yeah.
But still, I take all I can get of those things.
Knock's a knock, isn't it?
And a pitching change.
Wow.
Trey like that. Keaton Witt is done. Guy gave up 3 earned runs in his last 18 innings. He's given up 4 in 2/3 here. It's our Nissan call to the pen. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. He's going to hit, not against Keaton Wynn, whose ERA went from 3.18 to 4.15 so far. And Rojas will bat with runners on first and second with Mitch White, the new pitcher. He comes in with an ERA over 6. A rainy start here in South Philadelphia, but it's not dousing the heat of the Phils.
You know, this start the Phillies are on right now should ease the pressure on Johan. You know what I mean? They gives him a less, puts less pressure on him to,
because so many other guys are picking it up.
Well, everybody's hitting good, and the team's doing well, and really not a big focus on, on his performance as a hitter, so he can relax and feel less pressure. So the question I was going to ask for both of you guys.
It's a $64 million question.
Yeah. If a pitching coach can go out and talk to the pitcher when things aren't going well, why can't the hitting coach go out and talk to the batter?
Ron Washington tried that the other day.
He did try it the other day.
He called timeout, called his hitter over.
He did, and they charged the hitter with a timeout.
Yeah.
Now the third base coach can come down and say something.
That's true. I have not seen that in forever. Yeah. Have you seen the third base coach come down and talk to the hitter? There you go.
Drive out to left field. That'll be in for a hit. Stotts around third, heading for home. He's going to score. The Phils are up 5-0. And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, that looked like a breaking ball that he hit to me. Something hanging up and out over the plate.
That's 37 first inning runs for the Phillies this year. Tops in Major League Baseball.
Still up, hanging. What do you call it? I don't know whether it's hanging. It's just a bad breaking ball. And he got on top of it, a little top hand. There you go. Doing a little dance.
Little shimmy. Little shimmy.
And now Schwarber.
Run out of ink.
One ball and one strike. Schwarber started this whole party with a leadoff walk. Went to second on a pass ball, was joined on the base paths by Real Muto, who walked, and then Harper, who singled before he came home when Bohm was hit by a pitch.
I think the Braves are tuning in Los Angeles and thinking, holy gosh, they're up 5
Who
already?
are these guys?
Yeah. It's not the team we saw the first series of the year.
Rangers been waiting a long time, but he'll take a 5-run lead.
He probably went up there and threw some, wouldn't you think?
I would think so. The top and bottom of the first inning have taken a half hour. Ranger has sat for almost 20 minutes now. 1-2 to Schwarber. Bounce foul, remains 1-2.
love to watch the bat boy. What a hustler.
Yeah, Adams got the pants up tonight, showing some sock. Pulled, caught by Flores, right on the line, and the inning is over. But the damage is done. The Phillies scored 5 runs in the inning. They sent 10 men to the plate. That'll get everybody dancing. Yeah, smiles around, including from Trey. Matt Chapman will lead things off as we go to the second. Ranger delivers a strike with a 5-0 lead. Alec Bohm, Brandon Marsh, Bryson Stott, all productive in their at-bats. Johan picked up an RBI as well.
Is the eye black tonight for the glare of the sun?
Yeah, it is blinding tonight. Chapman needs to get some Manny Mota stick on his bat. Rain it's really picked up again.
Yeah, it's not good. So while we have a little time, Jason Worth's horse didn't.
I didn't see where his horse finished.
It looked like he was middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. Hey, listen, the fact that he
got there.
Yes, I thought that was so cool.
Did you see Jason?
I did see Jason. Off the mound, backing up on it is Stott, and he gets it across to Harper.
Nice little play by Stott.
There's Jason.
Look at that.
Our friends at NBC and Peacock. Dornock finished 10th.
Yeah, how's that work? Do all the horses get something for participating?
Yeah, everybody does now. Swing of this.
I'm sure I think the top 3 do.
Yeah. The horse gets an extra bale of hay or something?
Yeah, and some oats. We'll look and see if there's anything they get. I don't know, John, honestly. I would think would you say, Michael, the top 3 get something?
Win, place,
Are you making that up, Michael?
What do you mean?
The top 3 get something, but nobody else?
Well, no, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that
win, place, or show?
Win, place, and show?
No, I know, but I thought maybe.
But like golfers get something for participating,
right?
Oh,
like they pay the whole field.
Yeah,
I see.
Exactly.
They very well could. For
it's called bull.
I'm sure.
That's called bull. He knows a lot about horses.
Here we go. We got
I'm sure you'll get this answer real quick.
First place received $3.1 million.
So
ball's in the air. First base side.
He doesn't see it.
Nobody sees it. Now he does. He makes the catch.
Man, that was fair too.
Windshield wipers looking up at that thing.
He was saying, "I didn't see it. I didn't see it." It's like Cody Clemens last year.
Well, Bryson didn't see it either. Bryson had his hands out like, "Oh, you're on your own here." Yeah, I can't see it. I can't see it. And then right at the last minute, he sees it.
Thank goodness he was in the neighborhood.
That's a helpless feeling, isn't it? Well, you didn't ever miss him. Hell, 9,000 gold gloves. For us mere mortals.
Swinging a foul tip.
So you most likely there's some kind of a check for making the Derby.
We have the top 5. It's 3.1, 1 million, 500,000, 250, and 150. So that's all we have right now.
So you got to finish top 5. Huh?
I think so, yeah. Tom Murphy, the batter. 0-1 to Murphy.
Just to say, I had a horse that ran in the Kentucky Derby.
Sure, yeah.
And then, don't they put most of them out to stud and they make bundles?
You know what that's worth after you've been in the Derby.
Yeah, my neighbor in West Virginia had one of Secretariat's offspring.
How'd that go?
It didn't go well.
Oh.
He had nice barns though until he pulled a gun on us. Well, we were young and he had a refrigerator in the barn. The barn was carpeted.
Swing and a miss.
And we used to go up there and borrow some beer from him every once in a while. And he came out one night and shot at us. A lot of fun there.
1, 2, 3 go the Giants. Good answer from Ranger. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Phillies are on top 5-0. think by now they did anticipate that the rain was going to subside, but it hasn't. So we keep on keeping on. These little guys, it's not bothering them at all. Ponchos are all ready to go.
Oh, they're doubling up, huh?
Double up.
Well, you can see the rain on Fanavision out there.
Again, DJ Rayburn is the crew chief. He just came down to talk to the home plate umpire, Adam Hammery. Grounds crew came out, worked a little bit around the home plate area and also around the mound. They'll do that throughout the course of the night. They'll probably throw some drying agent down at some point. But we'll go to the bottom of the second. Phillies up 5-0. This is the last warm-up pitch by Mitch White. Well,
I think that was the catcher.
I think it was the catcher too.
Wow, look at that. Looking at the rain on the monitor again. We played an entire postseason game. I believe it was against the Dodgers. And Tommy John.
Fly ball right field, pretty well hit. Slater's going back toward the wall. It is off the wall.
That's 3, baby.
And JT's on his way around second, going to third. The throw won't get there. It'll be cut off. It's a triple for JT, his first of the year. That is something to see.
Ball hit well in the opposite field. JT right out of the box.
This is why I think. That's why I think without Trey in the lineup, he should stay in the 2-hole. He has that ability to hit the ball the other way, and he has the ability to hit the ball the other way for power. And that one there, you know, once that ball got past Slater with the way JT runs, you knew it was going to be an easy triple for him.
Oh, they can see 3.
Yeah, they can see something. I don't know how.
Infield is in. Harper up. That one gets away. Shoots up the third base line. No chance. Scoring standing is JT. 6-0 Phillies.
Catcher has a little issue by the dugout there. Something broke. Giants
shin guard?
can afford to lose more catchers.
Yeah, because they're.
Did he slide on that? No, he didn't slide.
No, he didn't slide.
That.
Yeah. It looked like it hit his chest protector. I love this backhand flip.
Yeah, it looked like he was limping going after the ball.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Wilmer Flores. Oh yeah, he's taking his stuff off. He ain't happy. Wilmer Flores could probably catch if you ask him.
Brian Price just asked if Mitch White can come into the dugout while it's raining, and they get the backup catcher his gear on.
Well, this is one of those games where the guys in the bullpen are thinking, man, if I pitch at the Giants, he said, if I pitch 3 innings, probably won't be here tomorrow.
That's true.
That's just the way it is now in baseball, right?
They added Blake Sable today to their roster. The Giants did, because Patrick Bailey was placed on the 7-day concussion IL. Yesterday, he was hit with a foul ball and then got dizzy.
Who would be their emergency catcher?
I think it might be Wilmer Flores, but I don't know that. I really don't.
I bet if you ask him, he would do it. He seems like that type. He's played everywhere, right? When he's with everywhere. The Mets, Giants, no matter who.
Yeah, outfield, infield, doesn't matter.
Yeah, third, first, second, short if they need him.
Field's just getting wetter and wetter.
While we have a moment, this past Wednesday, the Philly Fanatic made a surprise appearance on behalf of Phillies charities at Project Home's 35th anniversary gala. He jumped on stage, presented a check for $1 million to the organization. The surprise donation also served as a way to honor and thank Project Home co-founders Joan Dawson McConnon, and sister Mary Scullion for 35 years of impact in the community. John Middleton, there he is. He and his wife Lee, along with Dorothea and John Bon Jovi, are huge supporters of Project Home and also served as the gala's co-chairs. By the end of the night, a total of $7.6 million had been raised for Project Home, a tremendous organization in the community. Wow.
Phillies charities, what a wonderful thing.
What a wonderful thing. Started back when Michael played and continued through John's years and even beyond.
Oh, Bon Jovi?
Well, yes, that and Phillies charities.
Yep, every year. They raise the bunch, Tom.
There's Blake Sable, so he was added to the roster today. So 1 ball and no strikes to Bryce Harper.
All right, who's catching?
Blake Sable. S-A-B as in boy, O-L as in Larry.
Larry Anderson?
Yep.
Or Boa?
Either one. You can use either one as a reference.
Got a nice little chat with Larry Boa during the rain delay. Always a pleasure.
1 ball, no strikes to Harper. 2-0.
Could you hear Larry Boa in the locker room during this pregame time when the rain was coming down? And what kind of mood would Larry be in?
Positive like always, Michael. Everything. He was like Ranger in a lot of ways. Just smiled, always happy on the field. I can't even pull that off.
Mike was trying to go with it with
he
you,
was.
too.
I appreciate it, but man, I just couldn't keep that one going.
Three and one. White, who last year was with the Blue Jays, pitched in 10 games. He allowed 10 earned runs. Traded from the Blue Jays to the Giants on April 20th. And ball 4.
Something tells me the strike zone's going to just get a little bigger as this game goes on.
Nah, the hammer won't do that.
The hammer.
I know one thing. That phone rings in the Giants bullpen. I hope it ain't for me.
Alec Boehm, the batter.
Let's put this one away.
Breaking ball low. It's 1-0.
I think they're hoping this game gets called.
The Giants?
Yeah. There is some puddling going on out there behind third and first.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some work on the field at some point.
Kitty litter. Oh, no. Don't get hurt, Alec. It's snowing.
It wouldn't surprise me the way things are going.
Nope.
1-2.
I tell you what, if you want to cure or have a fix for global warming in the Delaware Valley, just schedule a Phillies home game. Cold and rainy.
Line drive out to left field, and the hitting streak continues. It's up to 17 for Alec Boehm, and still nobody out. First Phillies third baseman to have a 17-game hit streak since Michael in 1979.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
Do you remember the 17-game hitting streak? Remember anything about it in 79?
79.
Yeah.
A 17-game hitting streak.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
And did it end at 17?
I believe it did.
Well, yes. I hope I can go down and shake his hand when he gets his 18th. Wow, that's unusual for me to get that many hits in a row. That's true.
Neither will we.
That's a good point, John.
You'll see him again.
17 game now. He's got Placido Polanco, who's next up.
Okay.
As far as third baseman. 2-0.
I'll be darned. I'm stunned by that.
That was the year you hit 45 home runs and 114 runs batted in. A rather productive year, Michael.
You were pretty good.
How about that?
Yeah, you were good. I don't know if you ever saw yourself play, but it was a pleasure to watch.
You're being too nice, Johnny. I loved watching you too, my friend.
3-0. 3-1.
Alec Bohm. What a great approach to hitting he has.
Now you consider all these third base. Didn't he play first base for a few of these?
No. Ooh. That's ball 4, and it's going every which way, but loose. And the bases are loaded.
Good movie, Tom.
A really good movie. Any which way you can, they're all good.
Right turn, Clyde.
Bases are loaded.
Yeah, this should have hit him somewhere. My gosh. Tell you what, 5 pounds heavier, he'd have got drilled. That was, wow. I mean, it can't be fun for the Giants right now. Just merry-go-round.
Nick again with a chance.
Yeah, second time in a row that Nick's had the bases loaded. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball to shortstop. Ahmed to second for 1. Over to first. Not in time. Run scores, an RBI this time. 7-0 Phillies. Oh, he's able to leg this one out.
Yeah, it didn't look like Ahmed got much on that throw to Estrada at second base. And when I saw that throw, I thought, all right, he's going to beat this thing. And, you know, look, Nick hasn't had a great offensive year yet. But one thing you can't say about him is he's not hustling. He's been busting it down the line on routine grounders. And then right there, of course, get that RBI.
You know what's funny about the game, as a hitter, I think he beat that ground ball out because his weight went after the ball and he grounded out to short, and he kind of like had that momentum going toward first base. And last time it happened, he kind of rolled over a ball to third base. So you know what I'm saying, John?
Yeah.
There's just a split second there and getting out of the box that ends up allowing you to beat the throw.
Back.
Second inning, Tom.
Yes, it is, John.
I mean, this weather like this is when they should let the pitchers have a pine tar rag in their back pocket.
They should have something. Ground ball to second. Past Estrada again. A run scores. Castellanos to third. I think that's going to wind up being another base hit under the glove of Estrada.
Yeah.
Second RBI for Stott. I mean, he misplayed it. All right, here's the first inning ball getting by. And now the second at bat, which I think he just misplayed. Well, no, maybe not. I mean, it was moving every which way.
He thinks he should have had it. I don't know, though. Pretty hard hit ball.
Yep. So 2 RBIs for Bryson. Phillies lead it 8-0. Sosa takes a strike. It's 0-1. And again, Rangers been waiting a while, but he'll take the runs. Ranger is in the dugout, just picking at his nails. Joe Roush taking Alec Bohm down the stairs.
Uh-oh. Hope that's just a stretching.
You think that's from the swing? Remember we said don't get hurt?
Yeah, it looked like he slipped on his first swing.
To the right of the mound.
What the hell?
Will go to first. A run will score. RBI for Sosa. 9-0 Phils.
Don't think he knew how many outs there were, Tom.
Yeah, I think he may have forgotten them.
What are you thinking, throwing to second base?
Yeah.
Or check
Or
Nick and make him stop.
So Rojas, who had an RBI single his first time up. Outside, 1-0.
Yeah, see Nick. Now Nick was, I don't know if he was going on contact. Probably was just so they didn't try to turn a double play, but yeah, White just
Catcher was
never even
pointing to
looked.
first. The catcher wasn't even sitting, letting him know.
I don't know. It's been a long inning, Tom. They might not, you know.
Remember the outs?
Maybe they have what some of us have. They don't remember a whole lot of things anymore. Did you ever use spray stuff like that? Spray sticky stuff that they use?
I used to spray it on my legs when I played football, so my socks would stay up.
Huh.
It's interesting. People from Ohio, man, I don't know.
1-2.
Did you really?
Yeah. The spray sticky. And you don't have to worry about your socks falling down.
Yeah, learn something every day, Tom.
Well, there's Alec Bohm back.
Good
That's
sight there with his jug. Tell you what, though, give the Hammer some credit. He hasn't expanded the zone any.
He has not.
In the rain and the score and all that.
It was a great night for concession sales.
Hot chocolate, maybe. 3-2. Ground ball to shortstop. Ahmed is up with it. Now the inning is over, but the Phillies sent 8 men to the plate in the inning. They score 4 more. We're going to the third. It's 9-0 Phils.
The anniversary of the day you attempted to take your life, you now look at as your Life Appreciation Day. For anyone who's maybe stuck in a dark spot they feel like they can't get out of, what is your message to them if they couldn't come to the Strikeout the Stigma event today?
For me, the quote that sticks out that I talk about often, and I think would have went a long way if I would have come across it beforehand, is people would rather hear from you than about you. And it's just something, like I said earlier, I wish I didn't have to learn the way that I learned. I could very easily be doing the exact same things I'm doing now without the attempt attached to my name. So I didn't need to get to that level to learn these things. I could have asked for help. I wish I would have had the strength to ask for help, because at the end of the day, the people around me, coworkers, anybody around would have rather heard about how irrational things felt or how confusing they felt, rather than having to hear about how they almost lost me. So anyone that's going through it might be in a similar place. No matter how scary it feels, uncomfortable, heavy, irrational, dramatic, extreme, just say it. There's something powerful about getting things off your chest, out of your mind. And it's a very healing experience because you realize a lot of people might relate to you in ways that might make you realize you're not as alone as you feel.
Well, Drew, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for all of the work you continue to do.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Taryn, thank you. Wow, what really important message from Drew. I mean, so articulate, so humble, and providing such great information for anybody out there that is going through a mental health crisis. As Castellanos goes back on that one, it's over his head and off the wall. Ahmed will go to second and will be there standing. First hit of the night for the Giants. And kudos to Major League Baseball and the Philadelphia Phillies and the Giants and everybody that has put together these programs that have helped strike out the stigma. We're here in the top of the 3rd inning at Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies lead it 9-0. And Austin Slater, the leadoff hitter for the Giants, will step in. The grounds crew threw some drying agent down on the field just to kind of soak up some of the moisture that has accumulated. Slater loops it into right field. That's going to drop for a hit. Ahmed will stop at 3rd as the throw is cut off by Harper. So back-to-back hits. That's only the 2nd hit in the last 16 at-bats for Slater, and his 4th hit in 31 at-bats.
Both hitters go to the opposite field. First, the Fitzgerald double off the top of the wall. Oh, man, I'm glad it stayed in the park.
Surprised the way the ball's carrying in some ways tonight. Estrada takes a strike. It's 0-1.
See if Ranger can get out of this thing. Just one ground ball is all we need.
And a liner to right field. That'll be in for a base hit. The Giants will score their first run of the game, and it's the first run or the second run that the opposition scored against Ranger in his last 5 starts. Wow. And it's now a 9-1 game. As you said, Michael, all 3 of these hits have gone the opposite way.
That's just a good piece of hit by Estrada. Yeah. That ball got in on him, but you know, he tries to pull that. That's a broken bat grounder to Alec Bohm, but bringing his hands in and flipping it the other way lets you get that ball a little bit elevated.
Jung-Hoo Lee, he struck out his first time up.
So he batted leadoff against a righty, and he hits 3rd against lefties.
Alec Bohm throws across to first in time for the 2nd out.
Does that make sense?
It is kind of interesting.
He sure looked good as a hitter last night. I know it was against a right-handed pitcher. I saw his stats when he played Japan, right?
Yeah, 65 home runs during his career there, but a .340 career hitter.
Yeah, quite impressive.
Flores takes strike 1, 0-1. Flores flied out to left on a nice play by Marsh his first time up. Popped up.
There we go.
Over near first. Harper is under it. And the inning is over. Light damage.
Yep.
A run on 3 hits, 2 men left. Middle of the 3rd. It's 9-1 Phillies. Again, go to Phillies.com to purchase those tickets. Bottom of the 3rd. 3rd plate appearance for Kyle Schwarber. And he takes outside 1-0. He's walked. He's lined out. That was just in the 1st inning. 1-1.
What's the most ABs you ever had in a game, John?
I was 0 for 8 once, Michael. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you win that day? That's what's important.
We did win, yeah.
Did you smile?
No. I was happy we won, but 0 for 8. Like 14 innings or something. And Jack McKeon had me leading off.
That was nice of him.
Well, what was he thinking?
Well, he saw you do it at the prison.
Yeah, I did lead off at the prison.
Fly ball down the left field line at a play.
I guess it would be an extra inning. Was that extra inning?
Yeah, 14.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
The prison game? No, that wasn't an extra
inning. No, the prison game. We got out of there after 9. Then we had to go eat with them.
2-2.
Trying to think. 7 maybe. I don't know. Probably like you say, a extra inning game. We had that 20. What is it? 23-22 game. That's been replayed and talked about a lot.
Yeah, you weren't 0 for 8 that day.
No, I think I walked 3 times in that game.
John,
but I had plate appearances.
You did not walk against the Braves.
Nope. No, sir.
Ground ball to second base. Estrada comes up with it. And 1 out here in the 3rd.
2 outs. Go ahead, Tom. Read your thing here, and I'll get back with you.
Time for our Miller Lite moment. It's the triple by JT.
People don't know you read those. You know?
Well, I do read them, but I usually see it and I remember it.
I mean, you'd think after doing games for how many years, he would have that stuff memorized, but you know, it's that iPad thing's a crutch for him, Michael.
JT takes low.
So I was 0 for 7.
What did I do?
Well, nothing. I'll get to you later. I was 0 for 7, 2 outs. We'd scored like 3 runs in the 14th, and his pitcher had to hit because we were out of pitcher. He didn't have a bat. He said, "I didn't even hit in high school. That's how bad I am." Well, I said, "Here, well, take my bat up there." I was standing in the Isaac circle without a bat. Lo and behold, doesn't he hit one off the end of the bat, break my bat, and it drops right over the third base's head. I'm like, son of a, you know what? I gotta go hit.
No, you got to hit again.
I had to go back. You know, you remember how long it was from the on deck circle in Atlanta to the ballpark or to the home plate?
Oh yeah.
Well, I had to walk back to the dugout and get a bat and then go back. Nothing.
Only hit the guy ever had.
Ever?
Ever. Fly ball short right.
Might have been his only at bat he's ever had.
Slater.
I want you to be honest with this one. Did you ever hope you didn't have to go up?
That was one of them. But that was like after the first 4 at bats.
I was going to say, well, now I don't want to root against my teammate, but I've had enough.
Yeah. Well, I know one. We were playing the Reds, and they were killing us. And they had Norm Charlton come in for like a pop-up inning. And I'm thinking, all right, I'm up 4th this inning. I probably won't get an AB.
Remember Rob Dibble on the same team?
Remember when he went through the thing? He didn't know where it was going. Oh my God, that was scary.
The thing?
Yeah, he couldn't throw like Rick.
It went through. You know, had no idea where the ball's going.
No,
the yips.
And he wasn't like he was trying to take something off of it to lock it in. It was scary.
All right, by the way, Michael, you 8 plate appearances is also your high.
Is it?
Yeah, you did it 4 times.
Wow, you stink.
You had 4 hits in 1 game.
Hall of Fame's a joke.
4 hits in 1 game, 2 RBIs.
I'd have an 0 for 8 somewhere in there.
You had 3 hits in another game against the Reds. You had 1 hit against the Cubs. And then you had Zippo against the Braves on May 4th, 1970. Well, you were a young kid. 1973.
Oh, I couldn't hit anybody in 1973.
Oh, see?
Oh, you were lucky. That was before TV.
You did walk, though. You struck out 4 times.
It was before color TV.
Yeah, black and white. TV. Howard Cosell was announcing.
3 balls.
Tony Kubek.
3 balls and 1 strike. In the dirt, ball 4.
So I need to keep keeping score here.
No, I'm running out.
You want to practice on it?
Hey, do you you had an 0 for 8 in the game, or is that what we're talking about, or a streak?
No,
0 for 7.
At bats in a game. I didn't think I had ever had 8. He said I had 4.
4 times, Ed. No, I'm sorry. Twice you had 8. Twice you had
8 at bats in a game?
Yeah. You were 0 for 7 with a walk in 1, and you were 4 for 7.
Were those extra innings? Obviously, right?
Here's Whit Merrifield.
Larry might wish Carl was here today.
Merrifield bounces it foul.
So is that not good with Alec?
Hopefully it's just a precaution. That's what we're hoping.
Well, it could also be kind of I don't know. I'd call this. I don't call it a blowout game yet, I guess. Tough coming off the bench in this weather. 9-0, 9-1 game.
There's Joe Roush. He walked down with Alec before. 1 ball and 1 strike to Merrifield. 1-2. Phillies pinch hitters are 0 for 10 this season.
Change that up, Whit.
It is a bit concerning, but yeah, let's hope it's just a precaution.
Can't believe we ain't scored yet in this inning.
In the dirt, 2-2. Bullpen action again. Randy Rodriguez warming up for the Giants. Harper will be going with the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Phillies with 9 runs on 8 hits. Off the hands, foul.
Bet that stung.
That may have stung a little bit, huh?
I would think. Didn't sound like crisp off the barrel.
Harper will go, not being held on. He'll get a walking lead. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and Brandon Marsh is coming up. Brian Price heading out to the mound. Good to see Brian Price back, by the way, back in the dugout. Phillies had him as a pitching coach for 1 year. He was outstanding. He decided to retire, but then when Bob Melvin got the Giants job, he had been Melvin's pitching coach in Arizona and Seattle. They decided to give it one last run together.
He's a heck of a nice man, isn't he, Tom?
He's tremendous. And he's one of the best pitching coaches I think baseball has seen.
Yeah. And honest. Remember when he was managing, you'd go in and talk to him. He was very honest about his team. And
Suarez has gone 3 innings and he's 41 pitches. White has gone 2 innings plus and he's got 63 pitches. He didn't start this game. And Marsh takes high, 1-0.
I wonder what he had to say to him. Just hang tough. We're going to let you pitch in this game as long as you can go.
Chapman in foul territory makes the grab. Yeah, the inning is over. Phillies do not score.
They did not score.
No runs, no hits, 2 left. We're on to the 4th. It's 9-1 Phillies.
Make that bell ring. Huh.
Alec Boehm left tonight's ball game with right hip tightness.
That'll give me something to do when Larry Anderson's working tomorrow.
What's that, bud?
Well, I can write that song about Ring the Bell.
That'd be awesome. Matt Chapman grounded out his first time up. Pulls that foul. It's 0-2. This is where we looked at it, and he just looked like he was in a little bit of pain on that swing. May have just been in the slip. Who knows? Outside, 1-2.
He hadn't had many days off, has he?
No.
Maybe this is, they're calling this a day off for him, we hope. 2 at-bats, a hit by pitch and a base hit, 2 RBIs. Yeah. Ho-hum for Alec.
Pretty good day.
Yeah.
Up to 33 now, leading Major League Baseball.
Chapman lifts that foul.
How's Mookie been doing?
Well, Mookie's had himself a good run. It was Ozuna who was leading the National League. Right. Grounder. Backhanded by Merrifield. Fine play. One hopper. Fine play at first. They're going to say he was off the bag.
That's still a heck of a play by Harper over there.
I thought he stayed on the bag.
For a guy that's only had a couple of months experience playing first base, John, you know, to be able to jump behind that bag like that.
But you know what? He's a student. He studies. He works hard. I know in spring training he was working hard at you know, every aspect of first base.
Safe at first base.
I don't know if he's on the bag. I think he got back to it.
Hey, you can't tell if his toe was on.
Let's take a look here. This might give us a pretty good idea.
I mean, he had a lot of time. He had a lot of time to get back and get his toe on it. Maybe he couldn't.
I don't know.
Maybe he couldn't find it, John.
Well, you remember was it Anaheim or San Diego? He got to throw up the line. They jarred him pretty good. So. I don't know. If I'm in the replay center, I'm just saying he's out just to get this thing moving.
Bryce is not walking back toward the first base bag, so he must seem to think that he was on the bag. All right, here we go.
After review of the call in the field stands, the runner's safe. Philadelphia loses the challenge.
So they couldn't tell. So that'll go down as an E5.
You sure? He's off there. Does that toe come back and hit the corner of the base?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know. Wouldn't you think they'd have a drone up there to shoot straight down? Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Ball's pulled down the left field line, foul.
Sure.
Soler.
I would put that drone so far in these bleachers, you wouldn't believe it. I've had 2 drones and I've lost them both in trees.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Foul back. It's 0-2.
What do you do with the drone? Like, what?
It's like a video.
There's a lot of things you can do with it
controller.
if you're good enough with the drone. You know, I mean, you can send it out over the water and look down, or you know, I mean, certain drones will go pretty far away and then come back. I didn't have a real sophisticated, you know, drone like that.
Well, thank goodness if you lost 2 in the trees.
Well, that was in my front yard, and there's, I mean, a street lined with trees, and I was just trying to control it at a lower height and, you know, go down the street with it and all that, and I couldn't, and it just took off and boom.
Did this happen in like back-to-back days or
No.
weeks,
I had a buddy that had a whole box of drones, and he brought a couple over one time.
Oh, so they weren't yours?
Well, they were given to me by my friend.
It's a nice friend.
3-2.
Apparently he gave you the ones that didn't fly right.
Okay, they're saying the ball hit him now.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Can't check it.
That Soler was hit by that pitch.
Take your time, Jorge.
So that'll put runners on first and second.
JT's looking in the dugout like,
oh no. Oh no.
What happened?
Joe Roush is going out to talk to Ranger.
No. Good Lord.
Said he's all good, he just slipped. All right, so hit by pitch puts runners at first and second with nobody out. All right, here's the last pitch. Watch the feet.
Well, it didn't look like he slipped.
No, it did not. It did not.
Right there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Almost looked like kind of an Achilles. You know, he kind of bent the back of his foot.
Oh, it definitely showed pain.
Staying out there, that's a good thing.
Rodriguez continues to warm in the bullpen for the Giants. And a line drive base hit by Sable into left field. They'll hold the runner at third. So now station to station for the Giants. The bases are loaded here in the fourth inning.
I know they want to get Ranger. I want to get him through 5 for sure, but that doesn't look good right now, does it? For a double
foul.
play ball right now would
Yeah,
be
that
nice.
would be huge. Swing and a miss by Fitzgerald.
Let's get a strikeout here and see if we can get Nick Ahmed to hit into a DP.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Ranger.
All right, now the double play.
Yes, indeed.
They're still fired up
Yeah,
despite
they
the rain in the area. Good changeup.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Change up grip.
Oh, had some good downward movement to it, too. Isn't it funny how your parents won't let you go out and play in the rain, but if they want to come to a Phillies game, look at this, huh?
There we go.
5-3
baby.
double play. What a way to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, couple lefts. On to the bottom of the fourth. It's 9-1 Phils, and you yell as loud as you can. Fourth inning here in South Philadelphia. Randy Rodriguez, the new pitcher. Audi gives us a look at the Phillies' hits tonight. The triple by JT is the one in white, and then the 7 singles.
Oh, that.
And we're only in the fourth inning. Bryson Stott will be part of this, the rhythm here at the bottom of the fourth. Will be Castellanos, Stott, and Sosa.
You know, this kind of a game where, like Nick, for example, could use it to, you know, to find out some things about himself. You know, and by that I mean it's a good game for him to jump out of a slump.
Randy Rodriguez making his major league debut.
Down.
Castellanos loops it out to center. But Hu Lee is able to run it down. 1 away. Sounded like he may have broken his bat on that. And now Bryson Stott. Stott is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs.
Run scored, 2 singles, both wide of the second baseman, slightly.
Giants wanted that baseball, by the way, since this is this young man's major league debut, so they're going to keep it for him. Little authentication. 97 for Seamer.
It's a pretty live arm, old Randy has.
Yep.
Second pitch at 97 of his career.
What did Nick do?
Fly it out to center.
Yeah, a little short fly ball to center field.
Rodriguez, 24 years old. This year in AAA. 10 appearances. Towering fly ball by Stott. It'll stay in the yard, though. Slater comes back as the wind brings it way back in.
Oh, he just missed that one, did he?
Yeah, 2 outs. This is the Wrap fourth inning, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com for your 2024 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Edmundo Mundo Sosa, the batter. Foul back to the screen. Yeah, Rodriguez, 10 appearances this year in AAA, 1.69 ERA. Closed one game. Last year between AA and AAA, he had an ERA of 4.37. They actually had him start 2 games in rookie ball. Was a starter early on in his career. That one's poked out to right center field. Slater coming on, dives, and he makes the catch. That's a heck of a play to wrap up this 4th inning. Phillies go down 1-2-3. First time tonight they've gone down 1-2-3. Slater made sure of it. He might be a little wet. We'll go to the 5th. Phil's on top 9-1. Infield dirt. They were waved off. Said we're good to go.
Yeah, we are.
As the rain continues to fall here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the order. Austin Slater swings and fouls the first pitch back. Tom Murphy, the catcher for the Giants, is being evaluated for a left knee injury. That's what happened earlier tonight.
All right, well, let's hear what's going on with Alec Bohm.
Hip soreness. Tightness, I should say.
Yeah, I hope that's just something that he can get treatment and stretch out. Watch Marsh catch his ball.
So 1 out here in the 5th inning.
A little tweak on the swing, that hard swing he took on that inside pitch last at bat.
Thairo Estrada's the batter. He has struck out. He's also singled and driven in the 1 run. Tonight, fans received the Alec Bohm T-shirt, thanks to the folks at IBEW Local 98.
I love this place.
That's a pretty good pitch. Called a ball. Estrada hitting .239 this year. That one's down the right field line, slicing foul.
He got a couple knocks last night. What you said earlier?
Yeah, he had 2 hits, 2 RBIs last night.
All left-handed. You guys obviously have been to San Francisco for however many years. The new stadium is open, right?
Yep.
Is it
gorgeous?
I was just going to say, is it suffer from the wind and cold?
No.
Not like Candlestick.
No, not like that. You know what, Hall?
Oh my gosh.
That place is the worst place in the world to play.
But I will tell you, I've done a million football games there at Candlestick.
Yeah. Because January's are great months.
Really? Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. The winters, there's summer out there.
3-1. That one's hit sharply to short. Knocked down by Sosa. He scrambles and picks it up. Throws. Not in time.
We ain't got a challenge. That's a hit.
Ball was stuck in the glove of Harper. So Estrada will have his second hit.
Yeah, that new place, or their current stadium, Michael, the higher up you sit, the prettier the view. See McCovey Cove out there and all the boats and kayaks and all that. I mean, it is.
Did you go up there just to check it out?
Yeah.
Didn't?
I actually went to a game there and sat in the stands.
The adventurer that you are.
Yeah, I must have been
man of the people.
No, not really. You know, I don't like many people, but why would I go to a game there if I wasn't announcing?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
0-2. Did Tim Kirkchin want to go to a game or
Someone
something?
must have caught me in a very weak moment. Yeah.
Quite honestly, I think I went to a Dodgers game one time. You know how you get in early and you don't have a game, but the team you're getting ready to play. Ground ball.
Scott will take care of Hu Lee.
the team you're playing, you're in their town early, and you can watch their game at night. So you know, a lot of guys going, you want to go to the game, you want to go to the game. You're on the bus, you're talking to people,
Yeah.
and
you went
only so you can have a few beers and sit up, you know, where nobody is in the stands.
Did anybody recognize you when you guys went?
No, we sat so far up above home plate, looking straight down. It was crazy.
Which is a great view in Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I want to go to a game in Wrigley.
Sit in the bleachers?
Yeah, sit in the bleachers. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Cool.
I want to curse them like they cursed me.
Or go to Fenway Park and sit behind a pillar.
1-1.
Now, we did a game from the monster seats.
I remember that.
Which is, if you've ever been up there, I have short, stubby legs. I had no leg room. It is tight at first row.
Fouled back, and it's 1-2. Flores is 0 for 2. He's flied out to left. He's popped out to first.
I want to come here to a game and sit in the stands. I've never done that.
Inside, what do you think? The Hall of Fame club?
No, I mean, no. You know, with the peeps.
Well, there's people in the Hall of Fame club.
Oh, yeah, there is.
I would say the way to go is
check swing.
Try seats all over the ballpark and see what, you know, what the Phillies fans, how they see the game from different parts of the park. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Do an inning in every part of the park, over the dugout, behind home plate.
Fly ball left field, well hit. Marsh going back out to the wall, and it is gone. Wilmer Flores with his 9th home run here at Citizens Bank Park. It's his first of the year, and it's now a 9-3 game. He has 15 career home runs against the Phillies.
Wasn't it him that just missed one in his first at bat?
Yeah,
yes.
Marsh caught that one going back. But I tell you what, this guy, I don't know if it's just against the Phillies, but he seems like he always comes up, he always hits at least one homer.
Yeah, he's had a nice career. Ball's lined to left by Chapman.
Ranger trying to get out of this inning. A tough time.
First time he's allowed more than one run in a game since opening his first start against the Braves.
That's incredible. The run he's been on.
Jorge Soler, the batter, fights it off. Foul territory, first base side. Harper almost got to it.
I don't get hurt, Bryce.
Nobody out in the bullpen?
Well, his pitch count is only at 76, so this may be his last inning, but I don't know.
You wonder how the first 2 innings having to sit in the dugout so long. You love that when your superstars going after balls like that. 9-3 in the 5th, and he's still hustling, trying to help his pitcher out.
Way outside, 1-1. Here we go. Watch it. After he slides, he picks up the baseball, and then that little guy pretty happy.
I'd say.
Just to get that close to Harper, right? Be in the same space.
One and two. 2-2.
I've always thought Soler was a heck of a hitter.
2 World Series.
I know. Not off to a really good start so far.
Fly ball center field. Johan Rojas settles under it, and makes the grab.
All right.
Side is retired. 2 more runs scored for the Giants. It is an official ball game as the Phillies are on top 9-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Well, Bryce looking like he's okay as Rojas leads it off. Rojas is 1 for 2. Rodriguez delivers a pitch inside 1-0. Fly ball left field, way up there. Fitzgerald is under it, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the 5th inning. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up. No bullpen activity for the Phillies. Again, the pitch count for Rangers fine. And yesterday, Aaron Nola went 4 innings, so the bullpen was utilized. Inside 1-0. Schwarber is lined out, grounded out. He walked his first at bat. And he takes strike 1, 1-1. Yeah, the dirt or the mud, depending on how you want to look at it. Whatever the texture is.
You know what Roger Clemens called that stuff? Kitty litter.
Kitty litter,
Wasn't Roger up here when he said that? Tell you what, this young man's got an arm.
Yeah, he does.
And it looked like with his windup, he should command his pitches good too. Nice compact. Little 99 for you in the cold and rain. Or you can get a new summer blizzard, Tom, if you want.
You sure can, John.
I don't know if you'd want one today.
I think you want one anytime,
oh,
honestly.
Yeah. I stood up between innings, saw some lady walking down beneath us with those French fries from Chicky and Pete.
Oh, they look good?
Yeah, they really did, yeah.
There's a line drive, base hit to right field for Schwarber.
Well hit, good at bat. All the at bats count.
Yep, 1 out single, don't give them away. JT.
Wow. That place is pretty. Nice and lit up. Look at that.
It's little City Connect Cups. They've got some new signage out there.
Look at that.
Fastball freeze.
I wish they would let me out of this dugout and I would go up there right now. Nothing warms up a cold, rainy night like a fastball freeze from the Casamigos bar outside of Section 113.
Way to sell it,
Irish whiskey.
Thank you. I'm just hoping maybe someone will hear it and bring one down to the dugout for me.
Tell you, we haven't heard from you in a few innings. You can go out there and have a few. We'd never know.
That's because I've zippered up my jacket all the way up over my face. It's cold down here, although I am down by my favorite spot, the Pro Temp Industrial Heater, where I've spent so many a game during these early homestands.
Is that the official heater of the Philadelphia Phillies home dugout?
It's the official heater of Taryn Hatcher's Joy and Happiness,
Yeah.
sure.
2-1, a little high. There it is.
What the heck?
You're also okay if you get hurt. You have a paramedic next to you.
Sure. I also have Diego, who we know that he's ready to go at all times.
Well, he is a lawyer.
Agile.
He's a lawyer. He can help you with any kind of legal issues you have.
He's a lawyer?
He's a lawyer, yeah.
Well, I should talk to him more.
Have him on retainer.
Do you have any concerns you'd like me to relay to him right now, John?
You never know, Taryn.
3 and no, ball 4.
That away, Tom.
JT walks for the second time. And That'll bring Bryce to the plate.
Well, it's been a couple innings since we scored.
It has. We got to get the momentum back here. What do you think about like a Irish coffee or something like that? Or
what?
An Irish coffee, a Kahlua and cream, something to warm you up. Cappuccino.
Oh.
I'm just throwing this out there, you know.
French vanilla cappuccino.
1-1 to Harper.
No, people are listening, you know what I'm saying?
That's why the hope is someone brings something warm up here.
.99.
You don't think this young man's like, oh boy, here comes Bryce Harper. I'm going to give him my best stuff.
100 miles an hour. That's his first major league strikeout, so the ball goes away.
Yep, we're keeping that ball, and it's Bryce. That one will stay in the office for a while.
Yeah, he went 98, 99, and then a little Hyundai for you. And that's not our Hyundai defensive play of the game. That's a Hyundai out of this young man's arm.
Whew.
9-3, and this guy's throwing 100 at my chin.
Foul back toward the Hall of Fame club. Oh, that's going to hurt.
What'd that hit?
A hand.
Oh, yeah.
One ball, one strike to Merrifield. Runners at first and second. A little low, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, this young man is impressive tonight. These games give you a chance to see some of these young people get some innings. Now that was nasty.
Yeah, a little slider.
That thing is throwing 100, and that little 84-mile-an-hour slider made a left turn.
Left turn, Clyde. Any which way balloon. He pulled that any which way balloon. I believe I've already had a couple of those drinks. If he throws a slider here, that ain't fair.
Foul back again.
That was fairly high, you know. That was at our level, wasn't it?
It sure was. Angle was off a little bit.
I have not seen a ball up here.
One time, that's it. That I can remember. One time I can remember. Yep. Sarge missed it.
Well, we got our hands in our pocket. If it comes up here, it's going to hit us somewhere.
And a strike 3 called. 97 back-to-back strikeouts, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. We're on to the 6th inning. 9-3 Phils. Night here in South Philadelphia. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The Phillies are on top 9-3. They broke out to a huge lead. 5 runs in the first, 4 in the second. And then Ranger Suarez, well, he's allowed 3 so far. Josh is happy. 3 runs on 7 hits. And Ranger finishes up his warm-up tosses. Rain has fallen most of the night. It's a little lighter now than it has been. They had a 3-hour rain delay in St. Louis today. And then St. Louis, after that 3-hour rain delay, there was 1 pitch thrown. And it was a called strike 3. It's kind of off the plate, but it was called a strike 3, and the Cardinals wound up losing.
A 1-pitch loss?
It was 1 pitch when they came back, yep. Fly ball to left field by Sable. And Brandon Marsh makes the catch. And now a message from Fanatics.
It's time for some baseball and bonus bets. When you sign up for Fanatics Sportsbook, you'll get $50 in bonus bets. Just sign up. That's it. No deposits required. Baseball and bonus bets goes together like a citywide special. Claim yours now.
One away, Fitzgerald the batter. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. One and one. Phillies scored 5 runs in the first and 4 runs in the second inning. It marked the first time since July 20th of 2001 that the Phillies scored 4 runs or more in each of the first 2 innings. 2001.
Oh. You wouldn't think that.
You would not have thought that at all.
Was that at the Vet?
We'll check and see if it was at the Vet or at Shea.
Oh.
Either way, neither one of the stadiums is still standing. 2-2.
That's Von Hayes had 2 in the first, right? One time. But that you mean the
that
first
was not
2
that
innings.
year. Yeah, that was not that year. But
that's 2 home runs in the first inning.
that's a pretty good inning. And a strike 3 calls. Fitzgerald's down looking. 5 strikeouts for Ranger. And with 2 outs, Nick Ahmed is the batter.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Just Ranger being Ranger.
Yeah.
Right down the center of the plate.
0-1. Give him credit for tonight. I mean, I know he had a really comfortable lead to start, but these are not the easiest of conditions, and we saw what it did to the Giants' first two pitchers. One ball and 1 strike.
He starts with his bat. Thank you there for that wearing that jersey. He starts with his bat just like Dick Allen used to cock it. Remember?
Yeah. Got to get started early, I think.
I think the similarities in there, though. I hope he gets in the Hall of Fame.
It would be awesome. 2-2. Grounded foul past the third base bag. Matt Williams will pick it up.
He still got it.
Oh, that man! I didn't know that.
Yeah, spent some time with Matt and Pat Burrell today down in the Giants cage. It was great to see Pat.
Hitting coach.
Pat is, yeah, right? Yeah,
He's one of them.
Yeah, I was told he was assistant, but
Yeah.
I see him in the dugout with some paperwork and stuff. So, who is their official hitting coach?
Pat's the assistant, and the
Hold on.
main one. No, it's Pat Burrell.
Head coach, head hitting coach?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And a strike 3 calls. 6 strikeouts for Ranger. A 1-2-3 6th inning. It's a nice way to wrap up that inning. Got the 8-9 hitter looking. Yeah. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies on top 9-3 over the Giants.
Well, it's amazing the way we've gotten through this game, raining all the way to ground. Credit to the ground crew, man. That's amazing. Again, amazing.
It is amazing what they've been able to do. Marsh fouls it away as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. Rodriguez continues on. Rangers 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. 94 pitches. He's probably done. The bullpen's starting to warm up. He did his job. Fly ball center field. Lee is under it. Jose Ruiz is warming up in the bullpen.
Give the bullpen a nice rest tonight, hopefully.
Castellanos fouls it away off to the right.
Okay, John.
What, Mike?
What do you think Nick could add to his swing or could change to give him a chance to make more contact, a chance to not foul so many pitches off? Don't you think a lot of swings and misses?
Yeah.
I don't mean that with any disrespect at all, because we all go through that. But I think
broke his
there
bat.
you go.
And that'll flare in the right. That ends at 3 for 20 for Nick.
Obviously, Nick will hit a really, really hot spell, and we'll never remember this early start at some point. There's no doubt about it, he's the best 6-hole hitter in the game.
Fouled away.
And before Craig got hurt, the best 7th hitter in the game.
Yeah.
The one thing when I watch Nick is how he has his shoulder turned and his hip turned in, like toward the catcher. And I always thought, to me, hitting was opposites. So when you hit close like that, your first move is open, I would think. But
yeah, you get too far turned in because
Yeah.
you feel like you're pulling off the ball,
Yeah.
so you turn in more.
Yeah, and you open more. Try to get the pitches. That I used to hit like that, and that's when my manager in A-ball, Jack Maloof, had me open up. He said, you open up, you have to close up to get to the ball.
And there's, I'd say almost 90% of the hitters in today's game, their stance is more open, right?
Yeah, they
More open to the pitcher,
Yeah.
looking at the pitcher with 2 eyes.
Yeah. It was like a revelation to me when I saw the pitcher for the first time with 2 eyes. Like, whoa, this is different.
Was it hard for you to? Is it hard for you guys sometimes to switch something that you're doing? I know if you're failing, maybe it's easier. But is it hard to switch sometimes if somebody suggests something that sort of makes you uncomfortable from where you were before?
If they give you the choice, try it. If you don't like it, go back. But some hitting coach, like, this is the way I want you to hit, and that ain't the way to go about it.
I think some young hitters go through that in the minor leagues, like when they get drafted, or if they go through some struggles, they change them, and then they lose a year. Sometimes they gain a year, but in some ways, they lose a year.
Well, when they're in the minor leagues, they're sort of at the, their hitting coaches, they feel like they can't say no to them in the minor leagues. And they pretty much do what is suggested for them to do. You got a little more freedom in the major leagues, to stay with your own program. I mean, they'll work on things up in the cage, but it's hard a major league player, it's really hard to get him to make a major change.
Fouled up the third base line.
I'll tell you one that did, Jim Thome.
Yeah.
Under the tutelage of Charlie Manuel.
Because he trusted Charlie.
Yeah, and he made a major change, and I think who was the other great hitter back in that day with
Albert Bell.
Indians? Yeah, Albert Bell, I think was coached by Charlie as well. And of course, if you go to Charlie Lau, that's right, Charlie Lau, those guys, that whole Charlie Lau crew that studied under him, all made changes to the Charlie Lau.
Must have hit him.
Catcher's interference.
No catcher's interference. Yep, he just said yes. So it's charged as an error. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Error to the catcher. No time at bat.
I just never like when a kid gets drafted or his first year in college, and before you get to see him actually play in person, well, they're challenging something.
Call on the field is catcher's interference. San Francisco is challenging.
While they're doing that, Danny Ozark, first year of '73, when I hit a robust 196, almost insisted that I lay my bat flat. In my stance, I used to have kind of back elbow up, and that if I wouldn't lay my bat flat, I'm going to send you to AAA. And I refused to do it.
I think it worked out
Call on
for
the
you.
field. Catcher's interference is confirmed. Batter gets first base. San Francisco will lose their challenge.
Uh-oh.
I got to tell you, this is the first time that I didn't think this was reviewable at all.
Catcher's interference.
But I think this is the first year. I'd forgotten that this is the first year that they are allowing it to be reviewable.
Tell you what, give the Hammer credit, man. He has stayed on this game. There haven't been any loose calls, really.
Rojas is swinging a miss, 1-1.
We haven't talked about him at all. You know, normally we're saying, oh, that's a ball, that's a strike.
Over to third. Oh, right between the 5-hole of Chapman, a platinum gold glove winner. 2 runs will score, and the Phillies lead it 11-3. That's already his 6th error of the year.
Wait till this scoring comes out.
Oh, that's got to be an error.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. We might be laying odds on this, baby.
How about?
Whoop. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't see that with him.
That ball was smoked.
Give 1 RBI to Rojas.
That is an error?
It's an error, yep. And a pitching change as well. So the Phillies add on. Luke Jackson is coming into the ball game. Go get some ice cream, everybody. Phillies lead it 11-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They've got runners at second and third, and Rangers just explaining some things to Diego and Junior Marte. Luke Jackson is the new pitcher for the Giants.
No relation.
No relation to Jim Jackson. 6th ball game for Luke. Former Atlanta Brave. Chapman has one of the 2 errors in this inning for the Giants.
Infield back, conceding a run.
Yeah, at this point, they got the white flag thrown up. Let's just get some outs. 11 runs on 10 hits for the Phillies.
Get some outs and hope no one else gets hurt for both teams.
Line drive, base hit it to right center field for Schwarber. He'll get 2 more ribbies.
And they all count.
He's got 20 and 21. He's got back-to-back at-bats with a hit. 13-3 Phils.
Does it seem like he is trying to be more conscious of a level or swing?
I would.
Like, look at the swing. That's a high pitch up, and look how level his bat stayed through.
Kept his hands up high.
You try to hit that with your hands underneath the barrel, you're done. Well, you're not done. I mean,
you just may not be productive.
Probably a pop-up to somewhere.
Go back to that subject last inning about experimenting. I did it all the time. I'm one of those guys that believes if you keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you're getting.
That is deep. Huh? That is deep.
Should put that on a T-shirt, Michael.
That goes both ways, you know, on the bad side and the good side. You got to know when to keep doing what you're doing when you're getting good stuff.
Yep.
You know, when you're getting good results.
2-1 to JT. JT has scored 2 runs tonight. He's walked twice. He's tripled.
I was struggling going into Houston once. You know, I always hit with like straight up. And we went to Houston. I tried to hit like Jeff Bagwell, that real crouch down, and freaked out Dennis Menke, our hitting coach. But I didn't tell him I was going to do it. I just went up to first at bat and said, what the hell?
So you went up right-handed?
No, I was left-handed, but I was like crouched over how he was.
Yeah,
like,
wide stance.
A real wide stance and step backwards. I tried it for like a game. Not very effective.
Well, you see, you had the security of knowing, you know, you're going to be in there tomorrow. And the same slot in the batting order and all that.
And also in that small brain of mine, I'm thinking it couldn't get any worse.
I'll tell you a guy that comes to mind about changing batting stances and approaches to hitting is Cal Ripken.
Oh, man.
Remember how many stances he had?
A game.
Ground ball back toward the middle. Ahmed has it. Scampers to the bag. He gets 1, not 2. Heck of a play to get 1.
Good hustle by JT. Catching this whole game, and we got a couple innings to go. And he hustles and beats that one out.
I think Luke Jackson's looking for a rosin bag that ain't soaking wet. There we got him authenticated. They authenticate them and sell them, Michael. Now they got them in Ziplocs.
The bags?
Yeah, the rosin bags. They authenticate them and sell them in the store. And now they put them in rosin or Ziplocs so they stay dry.
Well, that's a great idea.
It's a really good idea.
The problem is, you ever have tough time getting that Ziploc open at home?
Oh my God. I think I have the worst language. I could drop something on my foot and wouldn't say worse things than trying to get one of those damn things open.
You ever know those real, what they call it, they're like rubber things you can use over and over and over and over rather than using a Ziploc bag you throw out? You ever see those?
Yeah.
Try getting one of those open.
A rubber bag?
No, you know what I'm talking about, an artificial Ziploc bag?
Yeah, so it's basically, so you don't keep using bags over and over again. You keep using this one.
You wash it out and then use it again. You wash it
out. It's environmentally friendly, John.
Oh, I might have to look into that.
Hard to get open.
Where do you get those?
Get those at any really convenience store. Any place you shop, they probably would have it in their the kitchen area.
I have to go shopping tomorrow. I'm out of food.
You know why they have
You're out of food, you said?
Yeah.
It's environmentally safe. Your kids don't want you polluting the environment using those plastic bags.
Want to keep it for them, right?
I'm sure we'll get a phone call from Ziploc.
What's going on in the dugouts, Aaron?
I know we give Adam a lot of credit for being the fastest bat boy in baseball. Today, he is also probably the hardest working. He came back to the dugout about a minute ago, absolutely exhausted. I'm just going to change the word here because my mentals are going too by the sheer number of hits the Phillies have had in this game. How many times they run out to first base and back in this one?
He's going to bring out some baseball. His uniform's very dirty, by the way.
He's working hard.
Yeah, he is. Harper's down on strikes to finish up the 6th inning. We're moving on to the 7th. Adam's going to clean himself up and get ready to go back to work when we return. Time now for our Toyota Camry turning points of this ball game. Ranger Suarez, 6 innings tonight, basically was able to front run.
Yeah, he got it. The Phillies gave him a big lead in the first 2 innings, and Ranger makes it stand up. And yeah, he gave up 3 runs, but you know what? At this point, who cares? It's about getting wins and winning for your team, and Ranger's going to get both of those, I think, today. Knock on wood, but he was absolutely exceptional once again, getting ground balls, getting strikeouts, and finishing off Nick Ahmed right there with a punch out. And that is and now we go to our game summary, Tom.
Yeah, brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers.
Right.
Alec Boehm exited the game with a hip issue, but not before he picked up a base hit for the 17th consecutive game. Bryson Stott, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Suarez 6 strikeouts over 6 innings. He'll now give way to Jose Ruiz. So Garrett Stubbs will come in to catch as Jose Ruiz will go to work, and he'll do so against Austin Slater. Ruiz this year at Lehigh Valley, 13 strikeouts in 11 innings. Whoa, and he hit him.
Well, that ain't a good start.
No.
Good arm.
Strange place for the first pitch, huh?
Yeah.
There they are.
Rosin. Ruiz, 29 years old. And he delivers high. 1 ball, no strikes. First made his first appearance in the big leagues in 2017 with the Padres. Phillies picked him up from the White Sox organization. White Sox and the Diamondbacks organization.
Oh, which one?
Well, White Sox and the Diamondbacks last year, both last year, excuse me.
Done a little traveling.
Purchased by the Diamondbacks from the White Sox last season. And granted free agency.
There we go.
Off the mound, picked up by Sosa.
Oh, he threw that.
I don't think he got to the second base path.
I think he might have thrown that before. You see the coaches in the Giants dugout.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It's going to be close.
But they can't challenge, right? They already lost their challenge.
They already lost their challenge.
Yeah, I think he threw that before.
Be fun to look at anyway.
Oh, oh my.
That was zany.
Strange night, Tom.
Yes, sir. Jung
Would that be a missed call by the crew chief?
That would be a missed call. It would.
Hammer would have got that right.
It may have been the neighborhood play years ago.
What neighborhood?
I don't know. North Philadelphia?
It ain't a cul-de-sac. It's a big old neighborhood.
0-2 to Hu Lee.
Speaking of cul-de-sacs, how's your head, Tom?
I think it's fully healed, John.
Not a baby. I was worried about you. You know you're getting old. He just shows up with cuts all over him now. Head.
You know.
I have no idea when it happened. But that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
you can just.
Oh, yeah. And you hit your head hard enough. How would you know if you hit it anyway?
Tell you what, I hit mine just 5 times a day. You ever getting in on a golf cart and bang your head on the golf cart?
Yeah. Car.
Yeah.
Shower.
1 and 2.
How about the back of an SUV, the back window in the back?
Man. That never stops hurting when you do that.
Line drive out to left field. Here comes Marsh. He'll play it on a hop. Estrada will go to second.
Going through some lumber, those Giants are.
And now Wilmer Flores coming up. Flores last time up provided the Giant home run replay.
Yeah, Wilmer Flores continues to pound Phillies pitching. That's our Giant home run replay.
15
no
home runs,
stride.
15 home runs against the Phils.
Yeah, no stride. And how good has he been? Bench player, starting, whatever.
0-1.
Got a guy on the bench, don't they, named Conforto that's done some
Yeah, Michael
wild
Conforto.
things in this ballpark.
Hit toward third on 1 hop. Merrifield to second for 1. He had the bag. Throws to first in time.
Nice.
5-4-3 on the double play. Time to stretch here at Citizens Bank Park. The Phillies on top 13-3.
Michael Jack Schmidt in the post-game show. Gentlemen.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. But Merrifield slams the first pitch he sees here in the bottom of the 7th inning into the seats in left field. What a way to greet Miller out of the pen. It's 14-3 Phillies.
Like we said, every at-bat counts, every stat counts. And baseball's the only game where you can't run out the clock. Whit Merrifield, no doubt about it. Straight out left field. Good for him.
Pretty good swing.
Boom.
Eric Miller, former 4th-round pick by the Phillies in 2019 out of Stanford. As Marsh lifts one to left center field. Who Lee says he has it. He puts it away. So 1 out here in the 7th inning. Miller's 16th ball game, a 4.80 ERA. And Christian Pache is going to pinch hit for Castellanos. Pitch inside. Giants got Miller in a trade with the Phillies in the Junior Marte deal. Two-0.
Junior dealing with some shoulder issues, huh?
He is, yeah.
I noticed the last 2 times he pitched it like he was, I thought it might have been his back, his upper back, and he was like flexing it, trying to get it to loosen up, but I guess it was the shoulder.
Coming down again.
Three balls and no strikes. And ball 4, Pache draws a walk. And Bryson Stott will be coming up.
He throws 1 pitch, he gets hit for a homer, and then he throws 4 out of the zone. Well, Marsh flew out, but consistency's a key.
Outside, 1-0.
Remember when you'd have a day game the day after a game like this at night?
Well, we normally would if it weren't for the national TV game tomorrow night. That's a strike, and it's 1-1.
Start seeing more of those, right, Tommy? Don't they kind of wait to get a hot team?
I would think, yes, I would think, definitely, Michael. Phillies with 14 runs on 12 hits tonight. First time this year they've reached double figures in runs. 1-2, which is remarkable considering they have the best record in baseball. Got a meeting going on in the dugout.
Yeah, it's a very intense conversation.
Looking at some iPad stuff. Maybe YouTube or something like that.
I don't think they could deviate from like the game stuff.
Oh.
Imagine that. Let's watch the Maple Leafs game.
Let's watch Dance Moms.
The reunion.
Yeah, I missed that. I wonder how I missed that.
Outside 3-2. The good news is you know how to meander around the internet so well. You can watch it on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Abby Lee Miller.
Three and 2. Fouled off through the rain and out of play.
I hope some of those moms on that show weren't like that in real life. I hope that was all for the camera.
I would.
Because they're nuts.
Yeah, I would.
Every one of them.
I would think that they're more like that than not.
Yeah, they got some issues, man.
Inside, ball 4. So first and second, and Sosa's coming up.
You don't think Rob Thomas was in there flinching along with Bryson?
I think that he's probably has flinched throughout the course of this game.
Yes.
Particularly with Bohm going down and Ranger when he had to go out with Joe Roush. I think Bob Melvin felt the same way when his catcher went down. For the second straight night, a catcher went down.
Where's their AA, AAA at?
AA is, I believe, the Richmond Flying Squirrels.
Love the Squirrels.
Over to third. Chapman throws low. What a play by Flores. Runners move up to second and third. Fans 55 and older are invited to join everybody else for the Independence Blue Cross Senior Stroll the Bases this Monday after the ball game. Secure your seats now by going to Phillies.com.
The game Monday's at 4:05?
4:05.
Oh,
yep.
I thought today was 6:40.
Well, you were close.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Plus it was delayed.
Yeah.
AAA is in Sacramento, the future home of the Athletics, who are now at 500.
For a year.
I think it's going to be longer than that. Don't you think so?
Aren't they building a stadium in Vegas?
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll be done.
How long does it take? They had this one up in a year.
Well, I don't know.
It ain't like they got to wait for the season, man. In Vegas.
That is true. I don't know if all the funding's put together yet.
Well, you got to pay for them? I didn't realize you had to pay for them.
Some municipalities you do.
People in Miami were happy with that one, huh?
It seems to be paying some dividends.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I don't know.
I knew that was coming. I knew you were looking around like, what are you guys doing?
Well, Oakland's moving to Sacramento next year.
Oh,
until their stadium in Vegas gets done. They're going to move to Vegas permanently, or for a year or two till they decide to go somewhere else. I should be commissioner.
I think you got that down, John.
Was that accurate, Tom?
Yep, I think that's right. Swing and a miss. And Rojas is down on strikes. The side is retired. 1 run scores on the home run by Merrifield. We have laid out the plan for the Athletics as we go to the 8th. Toward our booth here to sing a little Bye Bye Miss American Pie. Brought a lot of kids with them too.
Johnny, we were on TV. You missed it.
Hi, everybody. It's Keita. Matt Chapman will lead it off as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Whoop.
Jeez. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be happy with that if I was a hitter in this weather with this score.
At this point, I guess they figure we played in it the whole time. Let's just finish it up.
Just figure the pitcher's got a rough time in this weather as well, I guess. I wouldn't think that way.
2-1. Cody Clemens has come in to play first base for the Phils. Pache stays in the ball game. He's in right field. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-2. Little foul tip. Chapman is 1 for 3. There's Cody. Good to see him back. There's Pache. Christian walked, so he stayed in the game. Swing and a miss.
This is like Nick's first innings off, isn't it?
7 strikeouts. Yeah, Nick has not sat out at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's the only one, right?
Yeah, because, well, Trey until tonight.
Yeah. I know Alec got a day or two early.
Mm-hmm. Here's Lamont Wade Jr., who will pinch hit for the Giants. And he takes a bit high.
Come on, Hammer.
Making the authenticator, getting some bats traded. outside, 3-1.
They authenticate everything now.
Pretty much everything that goes out of the game. Yeah.
When you started with the rosin bag, I pretty much got the idea.
Yeah. Everything. Bats, balls.
I sign cards all the time that have a little chip of my uniform or a little chip of a broken bat.
Really?
Yeah. Now, where they would get that bat, I have no idea, but it must be real.
You didn't break any bats, did you?
Not many, but I mean, sure I did, obviously.
Ground ball
we
to
all
right
broke
field.
Bats.
Second hit for Sable tonight.
Do you think bats broke easier when we played or now?
Now.
Absolutely.
You guys really think it's now more
Yep.
than really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think it's close.
Do you have a thought on why?
A lot of it, you know, when they had to start putting little dots on the bat so you knew where they wanted the barrel aimed at. Because those maple bats, they really don't have grain.
That's right. They're just like, I don't know, furniture legs.
Yeah. And they break easier. That's why they started putting that dot on there. They were breaking too much and people were getting hurt in the stands. And remember the guy, who was the guy on third for the Marlins that got gored by a broken bat?
That's right.
Yeah. Is that Encarnacion? Or was he on the on-deck circle?
No, he got hit with a foul ball in the on-deck circle.
That's right. That's what it was. 1 and 2.
Who was it? Wasn't Coggan. What the heck was... Yeah, like gored him right in the chest and stuck.
What, was he looking the other way or something? He just couldn't get out of the way?
I don't know. He was taking his lead off third.
Oh, I see. I thought you were saying it's playing defense.
Bouncer foul past Merrifield.
A lot more bats go into the stands now. Broken bats go into
Tyler
the stands.
Colvin.
Yeah.
From the Cubs.
Yeah, he was on third. Bat shattered him. I think it got him right in the chest.
Right in the chest.
And didn't Steve Yeager get one in the throat?
He did. That's where he came up with the throat guard that a lot of catchers used to wear. As Stubbs blocks it.
That was a little short.
Block.
Like the home plate umpire is wearing right now. That throat guard is what Steve Yeager came up with right there. Not as wide. It's evolved.
You're right. The thing that hangs down there.
Three balls and 2 strikes.
But Steve Yeager didn't get hit with a foul ball.
No, it was a bat.
It was a bat in the on-deck circle.
Correct.
But he had to wear that to protect his throat after he came back to play.
Bases are loaded.
Oh, is that how it was? I thought he got a ball in the throat.
He's in the on-deck circle. From what I remember, back in my youth, I was running
back as a youth.
I was running from a horse farmer.
Yeah, it was Bill Russell's bat that shattered as he hit a ground ball, and a large jagged edged piece slammed into Yeager's throat. Pierced his esophagus.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. Ahmed takes a strike.
So, I wonder if he was looking in another direction or something.
Well, just couldn't react quick enough, yeah.
Never take your eye off the hitter.
A lot.
Ground ball to second
Turn
base.
it.
There's 1 and 2. 4-6-3 double play. That'll wrap up the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, couple lefts, middle of the 8th. Time now for your Hyundai defensive play of the game. Little rain doesn't bother anybody.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it. Oh, yeah, diving play on a pop up to the infield. You got to yell, I can't see it a little earlier. John, you know what I'm saying? So somebody else can come to your rescue.
That's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, Michael. But
Brought to you
by your local
Hyundai
dealers.
Tyler Fitzgerald, by the way, just gave up a fly.
Grimsky just caught one.
Yeah, from Kyle Schwarber.
But Bryson Stott didn't see it either. He was looking up with his hands out like, I don't see it either.
Fitzgerald is third appearance of the year.
Look how easy it is to get hitters out. Huh?
Well, the hitters haven't even dropped their bat. 2 outs.
And be in the dugout the entire game. They tell you, go in and catch, take JT out, freeze him, catch a couple innings, you get in that bat against a position player. You pop up on the first pitch.
Cody Clemens fouls it into the dugout. It's 0-1.
So far, he's been their most effective pitcher.
That ball's drilled.
Stay fair, Cody.
What's this guy throw, he wonders. Needs a timeout. They're yelling at him from the dugout.
It's going as a fastball at 60 miles an hour.
Got good command. He hasn't thrown any balls yet.
Cody knows a thing or two about this. You know, he did strike out Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, a little sidearm.
Yeah.
Drop down.
Inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. All that's left is the top of the
I think
ninth.
he's going to go tell the position or other pitchers.
Top of the ninth inning, the Phillies are on top 14-3. First time this year they've scored in double figures.
Hey, I was just watching the video in between innings of Tyler Colvin getting that bat stuck.
Oh, no.
Who did you say hit it? I forget who you said. You know what happened? The end result?
What's that?
A ground rule double.
Oh, really?
The bat splintered in half. It gored Colvin on third base. And it ended up being a ground rule double. Bounced over the fence down the left field line.
Wow.
Maybe he was watching the ball that hit off the bat and didn't realize.
Yeah, he could have his body turned.
Because the bat wasn't in him, but when he touched home plate, he kind of went down, and the trainer came out with a towel and had to like put it over his chest where it was bleeding.
So the bat probably hit him, cut him.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the new pitcher for the Phillies, facing the top of the order for the Giants. One ball, 2 strikes. He went 1 away.
I might see a good clean inning from Sir Anthony.
So 1 out. What do you got, Taryn?
Well, we know on these rain delay nights that we tend to get a little off topic, but gentlemen, I got to tell you, we have done some impressive work tonight. Among the things discussed, rain naturally, Ziplocs, why not? Adam's cardio, always a good time to talk about Adam. The signage at the Casamigos bar, it deserves a moment. Prison story recap, drones, golf,
story recap.
banging your head on a golf cart. Diego's lawyer services, which he did advise me, he does not want to counsel people. He is only barred in the Dominican Republic for what it's worth. Dan's moms, and John, I got to tell you, I have not watched, but I was told that Maddie and Mackenzie were not there, but there was some Machiavellian move by their mom to try to control the storyline of that reunion. The athletic stadium progress and Tom's head injury. So really kudos to all of you up in the booth
Taryn,
tonight.
I got another one for you.
Stuff.
What do you got, Mike?
What do you hate? What do you hate? How about this one, John?
What do I hate?
When you're putting box tape, when you're taping a box to mail it, and the box tape, it comes out of the little 2 things and gets stuck on the roll. You know, when you got the box and you're taping a box and the little thing, the box tape comes out and it gets stuck on the roll, and you got to find the end of it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're saying. You got to sit there. You're trying to peel
Is that bad or what?
Yeah,
how many times you roll it around in a circle looking for that little?
Yeah. And then it becomes like the sliver that long.
You have to dog ear the corner of it, and then you can find it again. I mean, sometimes it slips, so you put a little fold in it.
A what?
Like, you fold it. You dog ear the corner.
Tell us about your dog. What's going on with your dog right now?
My dog, Bobby, he's not doing so well. He's got some stomach issues. I don't want to talk about it on television.
I want to know what time you're getting up and what your preparation is for the Broad Street Run tomorrow.
My preparation.
Wait, you're running it?
Yeah, I'm running
John,
it.
are you running it?
I was going to, but I've been under the weather.
Well,
You've been
I'm
out
going to be
in the
under
weather.
some bad weather tomorrow because apparently he's supposed to do this in the morning again.
Oh.
So,
Oh, good luck with that.
yeah, maybe I'll hit the Casamigos bar before, and that'll
That's a
make
good
everything
idea.
a little more tolerable.
You should take a GoPro or something with you and send us videos while
I
you're
don't
doing
want.
it.
I do not want evidence of what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't entirely train, so we'll figure it out. You know.
Murph has threatened that he was going to run it for years. There's a strike, 1-2.
Well, good luck tomorrow,
Yeah,
Taryn.
good luck, Taryn.
Be thinking about you.
Thank you. Send all your thoughts and prayers. I'm going to need them.
To you,
How far is
to
the
you or
run?
Bobby?
It's 10 miles, John.
Holy cow.
Is that all?
That's crazy.
Just a little further, 3 miles further than walking around a golf.
I run that far just to get loose. 10 miles.
How long are you going to do
Nothing.
it? An hour?
I think it's going to take me a little longer than that. I'm not quite that blistering. Don't have Adam's cardio.
2-2.
All right, well, it's been a fun night. I am considering this a victory right now.
Phillies will be 20-0 when leading after 8 innings, just so you know.
Two
Leading
outs,
after 7 innings.
2 outs in the ninth, up 11.
How about when they got 14 runs? What's their
Well, that's
record?
the first time they've done it. Going to take over first place all by themselves after Johan Rojas takes care of this can of corn. It's wet corn, but he took care of it, and the inning is over. And so is the ball game as the Phils win it by a final score of 14-3. The Braves are trailing 7-1 to the Dodgers right now. So total control of first place in the East is upon the Phils. Not only that, the Phillies have won 8 consecutive games here at this great ballpark for the first time since 2012. They got it together right now, folks.
Seemed like a long game, but when you look up there, it was 3 hours, right?
Well, in this day and age, it's
3:01.
long. It's long in this day and age, Mike. Chevrolet players of the game.
Everyone.
Phillies offense, 4 runs or more in each of the first 2 innings. The first time since 2001. It's a season high 14 runs. 11 different players picked up hits in tonight's game. Well, a reminder that tomorrow night the Phillies are on national TV. Taryn's run of the Broad Street. Our next broadcast will be Monday night for the start of a brief, to finish up this 4-game series, against the Giants. We'll be here at Citizens Bank Park. First pitch is scheduled for 4:05. The senior producer of Phillies baseball, Jeff Halleckman. John DeSangro is our associate producer. Tonight's director, Nick Marquetta. For Mike, John, Taryn, and our entire crew, great job, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy. Thanks for watching. Phils win at 14-3. Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies Postgame Live. Coming up next.